beautiful souls, and welcome back to Whispers of Wisdom podcast. I'm Carrie Bandel, owner of Sacred Whispers Studio, and today we're beginning an important 4-part journey together exploring healing and transformation. We're diving into understanding stored trauma, what it is, how it affects us energetically and physically, and most importantly, how we can begin to release it. Have you ever noticed yourself reacting strongly to something seemingly minor? Or perhaps you've felt physical tension in certain parts of your body that just won't go away, no matter how many massages you get. These might be signs of stored trauma, experiences and emotions that have become lodged in your body and energy field, affecting you in ways you might not even realize. What I love about approaching this topic is that we can honor both the scientific understanding of trauma in the body and the spiritual wisdom that has recognized these patterns for centuries. So today we'll blend cutting edge neuroscience with ancient healing wisdom to understand how to identify and begin releasing stored trauma. So, what is stored trauma? Let's start with understanding what we mean by stored trauma. Trauma isn't just about catastrophic events. While those certainly qualify, trauma can also result from persistent childhood stress or neglect, emotional abandonment, witnessing distressing events, ongoing situations where you felt powerless, even societal or cultural trauma passed down through generations. The body doesn't just experience trauma and then move on. Instead, when we encounter something overwhelming, our nervous system can't process the experience fully. That unprocessed energy becomes stored in our physical body, our energy centers, and our subconscious mind. Renowned trauma expert Dr. Bessel van der Kolk wrote, "The body keeps the score," specifically about this phenomenon. How trauma leaves a physical imprint. From a spiritual perspective, these are energy blockages that disrupt the natural flow of your life force. Let's talk about the science of stored trauma. So, what actually happens to your body when trauma gets stored? When you experience something overwhelming, your body activates its stress response: fight, flight, or freeze. This floods your system with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. In normal circumstances, once the threat passes, your body returns to equilibrium. But with trauma, especially ongoing trauma, your nervous system can get stuck in these activated states. Your brain's alarm system, the amygdala, becomes hypersensitive, while the prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thinking, becomes less active. Physically, this manifests as chronic tension in muscles, shallow breathing patterns, digestive issues, sleep disturbances, and immune system suppression. Neuroscience research shows that trauma can actually alter brain structures and function. The good news? Due to neuroplasticity, these changes aren't permanent. Our brains and bodies can heal with the right approaches. So, how about the energetic or spiritual view of trauma? From an energetic perspective, trauma creates blockages in your energy centers or chakras. These energy centers correspond to different aspects of our physical and emotional well being. For example, trauma related to safety often affects our root chakra, located at the base of your spine. This might manifest as anxiety, financial worries, or feeling ungrounded. Emotional wounds, especially from childhood, often affect the sacral and solar plexus chakras, manifesting as difficulty with boundaries, creative blocks, or issues with personal power. Heart chakra blockages from relational trauma might show up as difficulty trusting others or fear of intimacy. These energy blockages don't just affect your emotional state, they eventually manifest in your physical body as well, which is why addressing trauma requires both physical and energetic approaches. So let's recognize trauma in your life. How do you know if you're carrying it? Here are some common signs. Emotional triggers that seem disproportionate to the situation. Recurring relationship patterns that feel familiar yet painful. Chronic tension in specific parts of your body. Persistent health issues that don't respond to conventional treatment. Feeling emotionally numb or disconnected. Intrusive thoughts or memories. Difficulty being present or mindful. A sense of being stuck in certain areas of your life. One powerful exercise is body scanning. Taking a few minutes to mentally scan your body from head to toe, noticing areas of tension, discomfort, or numbness. These physical sensations often point to where trauma is stored. Pay attention also to what triggers strong emotional reactions in you. These triggers are like signposts pointing towards unhealed wounds that need your compassionate attention. Releasing stored trauma is a gentle, ongoing process, not a one time event. Here are some approaches that combine scientific and spiritual wisdom. First, somatic experiencing. Developed by Dr. Peter Levine, this approach helps you gradually release trapped physical energy through body awareness exercises. Second, breath work. Conscious breathing practices help regulate the nervous system and release tension. Try box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and repeat. Third, energy healing. Modalities like Reiki, acupuncture, or EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, can help clear energetic blockages associated with trauma. Fourth, movement practices. Yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, or free-form intuitive movement help the body process and release stored tension. Fifth, mindfulness. Regular meditation builds your capacity to observe difficult sensations and emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. Remember that releasing trauma often brings up uncomfortable emotions temporarily. This is normal and actually a sign of healing. So be gentle with yourself through this process. As we close today's episode, I want to emphasize that healing from stored trauma is possible. Your body and energy field have an innate wisdom and desire to return to balance. I'd like to leave you with a simple practice to begin working with stored trauma. Set aside 10 minutes in a quiet space and place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. And take several deep breaths, allowing your body to soften. Then ask yourself, where in my body am I holding tension right now? And notice what area comes to mind. Breathe into that area, imagining light and space entering with each breath. And say to this part of your body, I see you, I hear you, you're safe now. And stay with any sensations that arise without judgment. This simple practice begins to build a compassionate relationship with your body and the stories it holds. Next week, we'll explore how trauma doesn't just affect us individually, but can be passed down through generations. We'll look at the fascinating science of epigenetics alongside ancestral healing practices to understand generational trauma and how to break these patterns. Until then, be gentle with yourself. Your healing journey is sacred, and I'm honored to walk it with you. Thank you for joining me today. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who might benefit. And I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments or on social media. I really appreciate your helping me grow with likes, shares, and comments. And I'm reminding you that even in your wounds, there is wisdom. Until next time.